here it is, the 2025 Suzuki V-STROM 650 with ABS. We're fixing to ride it, so stay with me. Here we go. First thing we'll do is start it up. It does have the Suzuki Easy Start system, which you only have to press the button once and it'll start, plain and simple. It does redline at 10,000 RPM. Let's get going. This bike does have ABS and traction control, and it is a 6-speed. Huge thank you to Plano, Kawasaki, Suzuki, Aprilia, Moto Guzzi, Vespa that allows me to do these rides for y'all. All their information is always in the link in the bottom of the video, in the description. There's Tom. I'll tell you what, there is something to be said in just a simple, fun, easy bike to ride. You know, I've got a 1-liter bike and they are fun, and I will admit to that. But fun on a 1-liter bike is way over the speed limit most of the time, or it ends up there. And there's something to be said for these smaller CC bikes. You can change all these in there in that LCD dash, and I'll show you that in a minute, but we're just going to ride a little bit. And this is a 6-speed. It has a huge gas tank. This is the black with blue, and this is the lowest edition you can get. This bike runs, I believe, $92.99, $93.99 is list. Plano Kawasaki Suzuki has this bike for sale. This is a brand new bike, and they've got it on, I believe, at $88.99. So they want to sell bikes. They're not in the business of just showing them on the showroom floor. Real simple. Blinker there, push it into cancel. This has got all the power you need. It does have a 19-inch front wheel, and it does have a 17-inch back wheel. And I'll put a picture up here so you can kind of see what it looks like if you didn't really pay attention in the thumbnail. But this bike, it's got the same motor as Suzuki's SV650, and this is just a tried and true bulletproof platform. Simple as that. It's got all the torque you need. The horsepower on this is plenty sufficient, and the torque, just simple stuff. You will have to use the clutch. It doesn't, watch it. Well, you gotta watch them. She's got the whole house packed on that Jeep. But anyways, it does have traction control, and I'll show you when we pull up here. It's got a nice little roar to it. It is a V-twin. This bike weighs 470 pounds and very balanced. I'm just barely moving. That guy just picked that scooter up, and he definitely kind of looks like a first-time rider, which that's probably a good way to go, is start off small with something that's like that, especially probably if you're older. These young guys and girls that have been gaming all their life, their minds move a little quicker. I know he's not going to the gas station because they fill them up, but we're going to kind of stay back. I don't want to spook him. I could tell when he left the parking lot that, yeah, he's new. He needs, at least he's looking over his shoulder here in Dallas. Don't depend on them mirrors. But one thing I can say about this bike is the mirrors on it are super stable. We're going to jump up on the highway, put our blinker on. I'm always kind of looking behind me to see what's coming. And nope, he's not on his phone, so we're probably safe. Come on, people. Oh, there's a cop right there. Wonder what's going on. Probably someone homeless, yeah. They're kind of roughing up the homeless, which I feel so sorry for them. But we're going to jump up on the highway if I can ever get out here. Oh yeah, I remember those Hondas. I had one of those a long time ago. And I bet a bunch of you on here are kind of younger and might not remember them, but I sure remember them. I think that was a Shadow 1100. Bigger vehicle win, so he's coming out. Let's jump up on the highway and see what this thing tacks at like 55, 65 mile an hour. Everybody on US 75 in Dallas, Texas, and you can leave a comment if you've ever been on it. They're slapping, whipping, and popping. There's one of them right there. But there's another one right, I mean, they're in the HOV lane, but perfect view here. Use our blinker, use those hand signals. This thing at 55 mile an hour, we're in 4th. Let's go up to 5th. We're going to get up here and move a little bit, because I think once you're stagnant in this traffic, you're kind of a target. You need to be moving through it. 62 mile an hour, we're running 4,200 RPM, and the red line is 10,000 RPM. The air temperature, this display right here will tell you the air temperature. It's 90 degrees here. That clock is wrong. We're on traction control 1, and this is a brand new bike, so the average mile per gallon, it's saying 28.4, but it's averaging it on less than probably 2 miles that we've rode it. Super comfortable bike. It is not a ride-by-wire system. It's the old simple cable. Here's your mode selector. Let's get over. In this traffic, you need to kind of be moving through it. Here's one of the worst spots to hang out, and I'm just going to be here a second, is right in that vehicle's blind spot. You just hang out here, it ain't going to end up well. Let's jump off, because it's a little bit more fun when you get some kind of twisty roads and you get to experience the acceleration. It's up to 30 miles per gallon. I would imagine this probably gets 55 to 65 miles per gallon, and with a 5.3 gallon gas tank, you can go quite a ways. So this is actually described as a kind of a touring adventure bike, and so it's got street tires on it, but we're not going to go up there and go right, because it goes to just a straight road. Let's go through some. This thing moves. Do you see that traction control light come on? But it is real stable. These tires are brand new, so I'm not going to drag a knee per se, or drag an elbow, but it's got plenty of power. This is just a simple fun bike. Horns right there, blinkers, you have to self-cancel them yourself. Push it right for the right one, push it in to cancel, push it left for the left one. Your modes are right here. Let me pull under some shade, and I will show you what that LCD display kind of looks like and get some more definition on it. It'll be a little bit, it's not super sunshiny here, but once we get up here, and once you get good at rev matching, you can shift this bike. If you were up on the highway or whatever, you could shift it with no clutch, but just let off the gas for a second, pull the gear shifter up, or let off, push it down. If you're at the right RPM, it'll slip into the next gear. Let's see if I can get you close enough. I think we're fixing to go. Let me check my mirrors, make sure no crazies coming. Nope, I don't see any, just the one driving this bike. We'll pull over up here. Boy, you gotta watch these red lights, people coming from the sides, not paying attention. It does have 2 piston calipers on it, and it's got 2 of those calipers in the front. But let's put, oh man, easy neutral. So anyways, you've got the air temperature there, you've got your traction control. Let me make sure I'm getting that. Your time, you can go into this and select. It'll light up the bars over that traction control. Look at that. and then you'll arrow down or arrow up. You could turn it to 2, or you could go up and turn it off. You see the off there. Let me see if I can get back into this one. I did it a while ago. Let's see here. Traction. Okay. We're going to turn that traction control back on. I just like traction control, but the range, you go in here and you hold the, okay, you let the bars off in the center, push down, and we'll control, yeah, there it is. You hold your down button and it'll change these selections at the bottom. I'm pushing it there. Average so far is 32 miles per gallon. Your range there. Your voltage, that's all with the down button. Then if you want to go up, there's your trip button right there. If you want to reset that, I would imagine you'd hold that select in. Let's hold that in, see what happens. Nope, maybe you got to hold it up while it's in that selection. Nope, I'm wrong on that. Anyways, somebody can tell me in the comments. Trip 2 up there on the top, but everything is real simple here. Your flash to pass is right here behind this, and you push it forward for the high beam to stay on. Let me make sure you're getting that. You push it forward for the high beam to stay on, or you can trigger it for flash to pass there. Hope y'all are seeing that. Let's take this thing back. I'll tell you what, this bike for $88.99 I think is a I've got that traction control off. Tell you what, we're going to roll through the parking lot here and just turn that back on. I just like traction control. It don't have to be the best, but this does not have very, very balanced bike. It says I'm going 4 miles an hour, which I don't think I am. Very easy to balance. I didn't put my feet down there. But Plano, Kawasaki, Suzuki, Aprilia, Moto Guzzi, they got all this stuff in stock. They're one of the nation's highest volume dealers. So all the manufacturers give them first pull on this stuff when this stuff comes out of the factories. You do have a power outlet there. If you wanted to do one of those phone holders here, you could plug it in right there. It's already wired for that. You do have a preload knob on the back where you can adjust your preload. You can buy luggage for these. There's a million different things. The aftermarket is very supplied with all this. This bike moves right here, but there's no shortness of power. And I rode the SV650, the smaller version of this. It's just one of those bikes. A lot of people have had them, and they're bulletproof. But we get back to Plano, Kawasaki. I'll show you that preload adjuster and do a real quick walk around. This is the second video of the week, so make sure you're subscribed if you like this kind of motorcycle review and first ride content. Man, I love that place with Longhorn steaks. Woo. I think it's an outlaw steak. God, it's good. And that's kind of a Chili's version of a steakhouse, but it's good. That place is good. But man, look at everything they've got. I'll just drive by here real quick. Side by sides. I mean, all this stuff, you know, $35,000, $30,000, $30,000. I mean, they got $500,000 worth of product out front. But super, super place. Talk to Mike Cannon if you don't get the answer. Yep, typical Dallas traffic. If you don't get the answer you were expecting on a trade-in or something, and they'll I know they will. They don't want to miss your business. So we're going to pull back in. Let me turn this off real quick. I'm going to walk around it and show you that preload adjuster. Let me get off here. But look at this bike. $88.99. Solid aluminum wheels. There's your preload adjuster there, so if you had somebody riding with you on the back, you can add luggage to this. You can tighten it up. It is ABS. It does have traction control. dual calipers in the front, 2 piston calipers, so you got 4 pistons, dual rotors up front. This is also a Takiko system, very adequate braking. This is like looks like it's carbon fiber. I know it ain't, but it's kind of a faux carbon fiber. It does have the traditional headlamp bulbs, but you could, $15 at O'Reilly, you could change those out to LED. You can adjust this windscreen. There's some holes in it in there. But man, simple bike. Hey, thanks for riding with me. This is an awesome bike. God bless y'all, and we'll see you on the next video.